Welcome back to another week of progress. This week I am really trying to get stuck in on that core game loop and some of the basic functionality that we need so that the players can actually start interacting with the game. To do that, I'm going to need to do a dragging system, work a little bit more on the inventory system, and then add different stages to the rounds. So that you have your pre-round when you can place your objects, and then the fighting stage when all the units actually fight. And then on top of all that, I've got these foam insulator things, which I'm going to place around these walls here somewhere, and hopefully then my recordings won't be quite as echoey anymore. So let's get started. So firstly, I had to go in and edit the round system, as there are no rounds yet in the game, and we only want to allow certain actions to happen during certain stages of a round. For example, placing an item on the board can't really happen during the round playing out, because that would just break the whole game. So I had to go back through what I'd already written and just make sure that phases were being set, one for pre-round and one for during the round, so that I knew if it was currently in the round or before the round. I always find that when I'm working on projects like this that I work a lot better after having a bit of exercise. So since it was the first sunny day in a while, I went for a bit of a walk along the waterfront and then ended up doing a bit of gardening around the back of our house with my mate. And then it was time to get back into working on the code. The first thing I started working on was adding tweening to the game's movement. Tweening is basically when an object that is moving between two places gets smoothly animated between them. I'm pretty sure that's where the word comes from anyway. As you can see here, I've got it in now, and the characters are moving much more smoothly than just before when they were teleporting all around the place. And this just goes to show how much a little thing like adding in smooth movement really adds to the game. As you can see, it looks really nice with a lot of units all kind of moving around, but they do tend to overlap every now and then. As you can tell, there's now an inventory on the bottom. My next task was to have a bit of a dragging system in for this inventory that would allow me to move tiles around between inventory slots and out onto the board. As you can tell, it's a little bit broken at this stage, but items do get dragged. Anyways, to get this working, as can be seen here, I first added this little collider around my cursor and then check what that collider is overlapping with to see what units I can drag. Also turned out that dragging units onto the board like this, I could hold them in certain tiles and kind of force units to fight, which was good to see, as it meant that the fighting system was really working well with a drag and drop system. Lastly, you can see in this last clip here that I've got a timer added in so that we know now how far through a round we are. Now, it doesn't do anything yet when the timer runs out, but it's a good starting point. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this week. Next week, I'm going to really try and get those sprites in, since it's really starting to get super ugly with just all these squares. You can see a little clip here of me playing around with Ace Sprite, so I think I'll buy that. It's a software you can use for doing pixel art. And hopefully finishing up the round system so that we'll have like a button or something you can press to start the round and end the round, and then then we'll already have like a bit of a base game. And obviously skills are going to be coming, but that will be a little bit later on. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.